Hi guys, Steph here. Okay, so this morning I had a drive out to a antiques fair, which was a little bit of a distance away. We went sort of looking to see if we could find any pens, and well, it wasn't too fruitful this morning, but what we'll do, we'll show you what I actually found. And the nice thing about it is that although I went quite early, I managed to drive all the way back to our sort of local war memorial here in Stockport, and I enjoyed the Sunday service, the remembrance service this morning. So a good morning in that respect had by all. So let's show you what we found. And here's the pens that we found today. As I say, there's not a lot. There's nothing, well, in my opinion, there's nothing very special, but not a keeper for me anyway. But let's run through them. As I say, there's not a great deal, but I found this empty box sort of interesting. I'm not sure what pen it's for, but that'll come in handy for something. Let's do the box ones first. We found a Parker 45 fountain pen and pencil set in sort of burgundy and silver colour. So anybody looking for a nice Parker 45, another Parker, oops, if you can open it. What's going on here? Oh, right, just bear with me. Oh, there we go. Right, there we go, a Parker Sonnet fountain pen. And if you there you go, you can see the barrel imprint or the cap imprint there. Parker Sonnet, is it made in France? And then it may have a date. So anybody looking for a nice Parker Sonnet, get in touch as always. Yeah, and these are the sorts of the pens that we found. There we go. We've got a little Conway Stewart dinky pen. Personally, I don't like these little dinky pens because they're very difficult. I've got quite large hands and they're quite difficult to work on. The only reason I bought this one is nice and simply because of this pattern. It's a sort of, it's not rare, but it's an unusual pattern from Conway Stewart, and it's the green flame pattern. Okay, you can see it's got green and black, and again, well, speaks for itself, they look like flames. So quite an unusual pattern for the Conway Stewarts. There we go, there's a sort of, doesn't need any introduction. There we go, we've got the correct nib, it looks like a fine nib. This one is a Mont Blanc Meisterstück Classique. Just needs a little, just cleaning up slightly, but again, it'll make a nice pen for somebody. To the front here, now these are lovely pens, great pens to work on, great pens once they're actually restored. This is a Wyvern fountain pen. I believe I was looking at it before, I think it's got an Anotto or Delarue nib, but I may have a Wyvern nib for this particular pen. But a lovely pen, great once restored, make great everyday writers. There we go, we've got a green, this is a Waterman 877, a lovely sturdy pen. If you look there, it's got this sort of semi hooded nib, very sort of, I think at the time it was in sort of competition with the likes of the Parker 51, but once again, once restored, excellent quality made pens. There we go, as always, we've got another Parker. I'm not quite sure, is this a junior? You can see the nib's sort of quite dirty, but I know there's people out there that like these pens. Once again, sturdy, great everyday writer pens. What we've got here is a nice, yeah, it's in working order. This is a Parker Sonnet ballpoint pen. So if you've got the fountain pen, maybe you'd be interested in this pen. Okay, lovely condition in this lovely sort of silver pattern. A lovely ballpoint. A nice burgundy mint more. This one's the what they term as a Diploma. And then once again, look at that. We must have sort of hooded nib, or had a semi-hooded nib day today because another pen with this semi-hooded nib, and again that'll be restored and somebody will enjoy it for many years. This one looks like a Parker Slimfold. Yeah, Parker Slimfold with the Parker gold nib on it, and by looking at the cap there, I think this is the sort of the later version. Okay, and last but not least, yet again another Parker in gold. Unfortunately, it's got, you can see there's somebody's initial on them. Is it JTM? But it's a Parker 61, and the nice thing about it is the arrow clip is still there. So what we'll do, that'll be restored and well just serviced, and because it's got the engraving, it'll be, well, price wise affordable, let's just say. But there we go, a Parker 61, and yeah, without joking today, that is it. As I said, a small haul today, but don't forget people, I've still got lots of other pens available from previous hauls. Some are just waiting to be serviced and restored. I generally restore them to order. If somebody asks me for a pen, then I'll work on it. But if there's anything that you may be interested in, don't be shy, get in touch. But for now, I'm just going to say Slava Ukraini, and from me, I'm just going to say bye bye for now.